Chapter 2. Welcome to Seryndale. Hiroto stood before the weeping shrine, the weight of its ancient stone pressing down on him. It loomed like a sentinel in the woods, the air thick with a silence that felt alive. His heart raced as the shadows danced around him, and he could almost hear the whisper of histories long forgotten. The structure was covered in creeping vines, while delicate flowers peeked through the cracks, giving it a wistful beauty. He took a tentative step closer, the grass crunching softly beneath his lightweight footwear, feeling the chill of the twilight air wrap around him like a cloak. Above, the branches swayed slightly, in harmony with some unspoken force. Inhaling deeply, Hiroto allowed the sense of damp earth and blooming wildflowers to ground him in this bizarre new reality. He had come to this shrine seeking answers, yet doubt gnawed at his resolve. Was he truly ready to face whatever lay in wait for him just beyond the veil of familiarity? Suddenly, a voice broke the stillness, snapping him from his trance. "You shouldn't be here alone." Hiroto turned sharply to see Ren, the silver-haired adventurer, standing at the edge of the clearing, her emerald eyes glowing with concern. Clad in her adventurous attire, she looked ready to charge into battle, but the softness in her gaze was unmistakable. "Ren!" he exclaimed, surprised yet relieved. I didn't think anyone else would be out here." "I came looking for you," she said, stepping closer, her footsteps almost silent against the forest floor. "This place can be dangerous, especially at night." Her brow furrowed slightly, concern etched across her features. "The townsfolk fear the shrine for a reason, Hiroto. Why is it just the rumors about sacrifices?" Hiroto asked, his voice lowering to a near whisper, as if the shadows themselves might listen. Ren hesitated, considering her words carefully. "It's not just the legends. The shrine holds power forces that can affect both the living and the spirits. Many believe that those drawn to it are beckoned by its energy. Rarely do those who venture alone return unchanged." She paused, looking around as though she could sense something lurking just beyond sight. "You need to be careful." Hiroto took a step back from the shrine, letting Ren's words sink in. "I didn't mean to intrude. I just felt a pull to it, an urge. Maybe there's something here that can explain the dark undercurrents of this town." "That pull is the shrine's influence," Ren responded with a mix of admiration and caution in her voice. "But there are things in this world that perhaps you aren't ready to confront yet." Hiroto felt a miasma of stubbornness and determination swell within him. "Then what should I do? Ignore it? Everyone in Seryndale seems afraid, but if there are answers to be found here, shouldn't I seek them?" "You have to be pragmatic, Hiroto. Not all answers bring peace," Ren cautioned. "But, okay, if you're going to explore, then we'll do it together. Strength in numbers, right?" A warmth spread in his chest at her willingness to stand by him. Perhaps that was enough to push through the fears drumming in his mind. "All right then, let's uncover what this shrine is all about, together." As they approached the shrine once more, Hiroto felt a mix of excitement and dread enveloping him. Ren's presence calmed his nerves, but curiosity gnawed at him. He peered up at the intricate carvings spiraling along the shrine's stone fade. They depicted scenes of ancient rituals, the bindee. Hiroto felt a spark ignite within him. Maybe this is a key to understanding the mayor's role in all of this, the control she exerts over the villagers. "Yes, the shadows of power linger over Seryndale. Mayor Ayame plays a pivotal role," Ren replied, her voice laced with intrigue. "But understanding those shadows might take us down darker paths than we can imagine. The heart of Seryndale lies in its secrets, and the shrine is just a part of that tapestry." They spent the remaining twilight strengthening their resolve, cautiously absorbing the shrine's atmosphere. Sporadic gusts rustled the underbrush as stars began to prick the inky sky, bathing them with silvery light. It struck Hiroto how vast the cosmos was, each star twinkling like a distant promise of unknown possibilities. As the first meal of the festival approached, the sounds of celebration began to drift through the trees. Laughter, music, and the sizzling of food ignited a deep longing in Hiroto to return to the heart of Seryndale. He turned to Ren, determination radiating from him. "This festival, especially tonight, it can reveal what needs to be known." Ren smirked, leaning against a tree trunk. "So you plan on confronting the mayor now, do you? You've got courage, I'll give you that." "Maybe," he replied, his brow furrowing with determination, But first, we need to gather more information. We can't make a move without understanding the full scope. Then we start by ensuring you blend in, Hiroto, she stated, straightening and pulling the fabric of her cloak tightly around her shoulders. This is still a celebration, and those who remember their roles aren't easily questioned. If we approach the mayor with insatiable curiosity, we risk drawing her ire. The two set off back toward town, the path now illuminated faintly under the stars, their banter settling into a rhythm as familiarity grew between them. The tension that surrounded the shrine lingered in the back of Hiroto's mind, but with Ren by his side, he felt the boldness surging, the need to pry into Seryndale's cloaked truths rising to the forefront like the moon edging out from behind heavy clouds. Arriving at the village square, they were greeted by the sights of villagers preparing for the evening's festival. Colorful banners hung from lampposts, and stalls overflowed with traditional foods and crafts. The flavors of roasted meats and sweet pastries wafted through the air, mingling with the sounds of joyful laughter and melodies played on lively instruments. Yet, amidst the cheerful chaos, Hiroto noticed a nervousness in the eyes of many, reminiscent of what he had felt at the tavern. "Before we confront the mayor, let's try to gather intel from the others," Ren whispered, her eyes scanning the crowd. Hiroto nodded, suddenly feeling the weight of his presence among the villagers. Even among the festivities, he sensed the simmering tension that tied them together, a shared understanding but unvoiced fears. They began speaking with townsfolk, striking up conversations. An older woman preparing braided bread told them tales of the ancient spirits believed to roam the woods, but she grew tight-lipped at the mention of the shrine. A group of children playing near the fountain giggled, their innocence clashing with the palpable sense of unspoken dread surrounding the festival. As the sun dipped out of sight, casting sunset hues across the sky, the gathering finally turned their attention to the grand stage erected in May. There was something unnerving about the way they cheered, as if trying to convince themselves that all was well, that the traditions holding their lives hostage were merely traditions, nothing more. Ren squeezed his arm gently. "Stay focused. We should move closer before she addresses the crowd regarding the sacrifices." As Mayor Ayame continued her speech, praising the steadfastness of the villagers, Hiroto's curiosity bubbled at the surface. Her words flowed like honey, filled with promises but dripping with subtext. He leaned closer to Ren, his voice low. "What do you think she'll say about the sacrifices tonight? Will she reveal the truth or keep us shrouded?" "Her charm can be misleading. She'll sell the festival as an honor," Ren answered. "But the deeper truths, those she will disguise under layers of elegance. Watch how she manipulates the crowd. It will reveal her hand." As the night stretched on, the tension in Hiroto's chest tightened. The stage's lanterns flickered as if mirroring the dimming of his resolve. What awaited the villagers beneath the pretense of celebration? Would they sacrifice not just offerings, but their voices, their truths, to maintain their place in an unforgiving ritual? Tonight's unveiling of Seryndale's legacy was about to unfold, and as Hiroto stood amidst the cheers, he felt the chains that held the townspeople close tighten around him too, holding him in place like the roots of the ancient trees surrounding the shrine. With each passing moment, he became more aware that the secrets of Seryndale were becoming inexorably intertwined with his destiny, and he felt himself edging closer to the tempest of revelations waiting to be awakened. What awaited him, what lay beyond the perfectly curated mask of the mayor, was more than he had ever anticipated. As Ren grasped his hand for reassurance, he felt an overwhelming surge of courage. Tonight, the dance of shadows would unravel, and somewhere within Seryndale's heart, Hiroto would carve out the truth, for better or for worse.